Mafia from OrishaStone, number 11. This is the first interview we've done this year, and we're doing it with an amazing, great guest. I want to do the honors, but I can't do her justice. Where do we know you from? Can you introduce yourself to us?
My name is Joyce Hayes, and I'm originally from New Jersey.
I see. What part?
Newark,
Okay.
Bloomington, Newark, that area.
I see.
So, where you may know me from, or where do you know my
I mean,
work from?
where, on a global level, if we didn't know your face, where would we know you from?
Okay. I was the artist for Dr. Malachi Z.
Wait a minute. You talking about the Holy Scroll, the Holy Tablets?
Yes.
These?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, continue. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yes, please. Yeah, please.
I never saw your name on any of them.
Well, that's because I was told not to sign any of the work. You may see my name in the Holy Tablets. That's probably the only place that you'll see the work out of all the work that I created. You'll see my name.
And that's amazing. If you don't know who the Holy Tablets are, and you're not familiar with the Ansar community, you might want to do your research on that. We're not going to take away from her time right now, but most definitely look at the amount of information and knowledge and the illustrations. That, I mean, if you look at the people of today that were young and kids around that time, I think I was maybe around 9 or 10 when this came out. But this is kind of what inspired us to do the 3D as far as, this is literally what she was drawing and inspiring us with images to look at ourselves. And breaking down science that they're still figuring out to this day. How long have you been painting?
I've been painting over 40 years, but those illustrations I did for about 19 years.
40 years? Something's wrong. 40 years. Okay, so you've been drawing. Okay, she said she's been painting for 40 years, so automatically I assume the age must be a big difference. How did you connect with the soul of our ancestors when you created these masterpieces? Where were your spiritual downloads coming from? Like, as far as the things that you drew, do you see it yourself, like manifesting it, like into the now, like something you had in your mind, you drew? Is that kind of amazing that you see it like walking around in 3D right now around you?
Wow. Okay. Let me see if I can answer your question. Well, when I was creating those images, first of all, it began with me being instructed, and those great people I was drawing were being described to me by the teacher. And at some point, he would tell me, just let the spirit guide you. Just let the spirit guide your hand. Because I was wrestling with it. I was like, I'm not sure that these are really looking like who they should be. But he would always confirm when I would finish that is who it is. That is who it's supposed to be.
I know for a fact that you're a lot of your work inspired or taught a lot of people about the whole Aset and Osiris energy. Is that an energy that you were just really into, or?
Well, what I can tell you is I'm a very spiritual person. I've always been felt like I was just very spiritual and divinely guided, and anything that I created was coming from a higher place, from the ancestors, from the from the deities. So I'm not sure if I really answered.
No. But of course, I want to go to the galactics with it, because that's where your art was at. Okay. And years ago, these scrolls, for me personally, even your son, when I met your son, these scrolls for me personally changed my life with the Ansar community. And of course, after the Ansar community, we bled into Sunniism or Sufism, and but these were important to me in general, like my craft, who I am, and everything. These were most definitely important to me. That's why, I take this serious. And I just felt like this was something from the cosmic. Like you did a whole blueprint, a whole prototype. I'm sorry. Future projects you have coming up next?
Oh, right now, I have some shows coming up for Black History Month.
I see.
I'll have some work in the Orlando airport.
Are you gonna bring something back to BK50?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'm working on a couple of pieces, Harriet Tubman, Marvin Gaye, some other little bit, trying to go into a more spiritual direction.
I see.
The piece I have over there, which we'll get to. Yeah, I have shows in a couple of different places. The Bronze Kingdom,
Most
both
of
locations.
both locations.
Park Drive Gallery, and the other places I told you, the airport and Hannibal Square.
And all around the world, like I say,
And the-
now that you put the art to the face, you know that when you see these Nubian scrolls, find the sister, try to find the sister, try to get her information, try to get her a signature. Or do you have a Cash App?
Yes, I do.
Can you give it to us?
I sure will. Cash App is the symbol Joyce Hayes Mobley, and that's JoyceHayesmobley.
Real quick, seriously, if you grew up with any of this so-called esoteric knowledges, and you didn't come up in the YouTube era, and you had to read books and holy scrolls and holy tablets, and they look anything like this, you owe this lady something. Give her $5, give her whatever, but most definitely give her thanks, give her flowers while she's here, give her honor. One of my last questions while we're here before we go around and look at your art, how does it feel to know that you literally changed a generation of people at a galactic standpoint? Like literally, yeah. I can say that, I can't say it enough. I can't paraphrase it, I can't sugarcoat it in 5 minutes, but literally for me, I mean, once we look at your art, they used your art to craft and reconstruct our minds and our mentalities and the way our life and overstanding what the stones were, what melanin was. I got the willow peak myself. We line ourselves up to nowadays, but back in the day we had the willow peak. It was cool because you see it and you saw what it was to be a natural person. You know, I'm a chairman with 13 Dragons and a big affiliate for the Draconian Path, and we knew you drew a lot of these beautiful arts as far as the Anunnaki and the ancestors that came to help to advance our civilization, advance our DNA. So how does that feel to know that you drew this and now people are talking about it to this day, and now you see 13 Dragons running around, all these different people running around?
It's pretty amazing. I am honored that the Creator chose me to use my gift for this great purpose, to help give our people Black images to look up to worship. And I see now that all of that time and the work that I did really is just really now coming to me that it wasn't in vain.
It never was in vain.
People are coming to me that didn't know, that had no idea I did the work, and they're coming, to me in tears and just bowing down, and I'm like so honored. And so my children now can see that all the sacrifices that we made, it wasn't in vain.
They're royalty, and probably don't even know. Like one thing about it, you're in front of these queen mothers right here. This is Queen Mother from Nigeria. This is Queen Mother from Cameroon. Wow. We're surrounded by queen mothers in here. The hierarchy is real. I mean, most definitely, it was never in vain, because for that one little saying to say a picture's worth 1,000 words. How many pictures did you do? So how many words is that? How much influence did you really have on making people even want to read? I remember people used to fight over the holy tablets when the master teacher actually reconstructed the Quran to the correct way it was presented. So this is still light years, and nobody else has done it. This is still light years above, so that is most definitely appreciated. You had a session in the pyramid.
It was just amazing. I need to have one of those in my living room.
And we're working on that. We're working on that too. We're going to get one in every one of the households.
Deeply relaxing. I saw colors. I felt the energy tingling in my.
And we didn't even go far. We just did 5-minute session. We didn't do the whole session. We need to get you in the whole session.
That was beautiful.
The 5-hour session a little bit more deeper, where you can tap into the statues, talk to the great mothers. Before anything else, you told us about the art, but can you walk around and show some of your art pieces and explain which ones? Yes, please.
Okay. So this one is called Natural High. I'm a Reiki healer, certified Kundalini Reiki healer. And every day I meditate. Every day I bring in the divine energy from the Most High, from the universe, and that is my power right there. I believe everyone should meditate every day. Make it a practice. If you don't. And here, this is Nubian, goddess. Just representing the goddess because I definitely celebrate and honor the feminine, divine energy and spirit.
And that's beautiful.
She's very powerful.
Yeah, I give you some stones to put on that. That's beautiful. How much is that?
This one's $2,800.
$2,800. That's well worth it.
I do canvas prints and paper prints as well.
And how can they get into contact with you if they wanted to get this from you?
If they want to go to Eye of Joy on Instagram.
Most definitely, I'm gonna put that in the bio.
Eye of Joy, the Eye of Joy. And the Eye of Joy is because I see the divinity in you and me, and I capture the spirit in the eyes.
And manifest into reality, bring it to the 3D.
This one I'm creating, it's actually almost complete, but it's obviously
Goes
the
right back to
energy
a setting and Osiris. Well, I mean, I always say that, but yeah, when I look at your work and I see the two melanated man and woman making like passionate love, you don't see that in art no more. Everybody wants to do with safe and everything, but yeah.
Because it's
And then you got to put a black woman in the universe. So yeah, that's beautiful. I love the purple. I love the burgundies in there.
It's representing the spiritual and the violet flame healing as you're receiving the violet flame healing.
This is one of my favorites right here.
I know. Ancient Lovers. This was created in pastel, which I rarely do anymore. Most of the pictures that I created, which is over 1,000 pieces, were created in pastels. So it's rare that I still use pastels. This is one of my more recent pastels.
You know I gotta ask you to sign this, right? I'm gonna ask you to sign this in my holy scrolls. Right? I gotta get on camera. You sign it.
Okay.
You got this.
You have to take it out.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, my mama love this. We traded the goddess some motorbike for this. That's how powerful it is.
And this one here is, as I say, the pastels are all blended with my fingers. So over the years, all the work that I was doing was being blended with my hands. So I don't know if this is going to show up on me though because it's dark.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, you do it whatever you want to do, and then I know you already signed it, but I just.
And this is black, but you'll know it's there.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, I'm about to get you. You about to sign my scrolls too.
Okay.
So can we go over here to this one and talk about this one?
Yeah. So I guess everyone knows who this is. Nipsey Hussle.
Street Prophet.
Yes. When Nipsey was transitioning, or as he had just transitioned, I was creating this. And I was overcome with sadness, but I could sense also that there was a very powerful spirit in that he was also free from this world. So I really put a lot of divine energy, and I was sending healing to his spirit as he was.
Just same way the acknowledgement,
Yes.
and love, not just negativity, but if they like look outside the. I love the fact that so many black men nowadays, that's the mission, to be able to take care of people no matter what the narrative is.
Right.
No matter what y'all gangbangers, but he took care of his community. Yeah. You doing this, but he took care of his people, he took care of his community, he built stuff, he was an entrepreneur, he didn't work for no white people.
Exactly.
This is the spirit that the prophet and those messengers have always given to us.
Right.
So if we go back over here, I gotta get her signing these
Sign on the outside cover.
Yeah, whatever you want to sign. That's your artwork. That's just my study book.
Yeah.
So when you see
Adam
them
and
holy,
Eve in the garden.
most definitely, you ever see holy scrolls?
Yeah.
Come get a signature from the goddess, man.
I think I'll sign this one also.
Sure. You opening up right to the seal. Talking about the Sirius and that dog star.
Oh, these are some old ones here.
In the house of
So,
Dogon. It's so funny how all this came together all these years later. You say you've been doing it for 40 years, and I grew up on this.
Wow. Deep. Yeah, I'm gonna put this, I'll just put it right here. And so,
Thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate you. Now the world's gonna appreciate you.
thank you.
Like I said, you want to give your cash app out one more time?
Okay, it's Joyce
JoyceHayesmobley, Joycehayesmobley. And I'm on Instagram at Eye of Joy. I'm also on Facebook, Joy Hayes, and my website. This is a long one, okay? Joyce-hayes.pixels.com.
I say, the Queen Mother, the Queen Goddess herself. Tell your son and your daughter we love them as well.
Oh, I love
Step
them.
into their royalty, understand who their mother is, and we appreciate you so much. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm an architect of time, past, present, and future, stitched together like the neurons in my mind. I've been connected to crippled queens. My perfection and my reflection hasn't always been crystal clear like now streams. I reflected and attracted that like magnets. Ruptured my Achilles and had weak knees. A tree with rotten roots. As a crippled king, I found comfort in false narratives. Hope is managed expectations, which doesn't excuse my behavior. I'll explain later. But I want to write true poems and hieroglyphs in Sanskrit. Massage your veins in the king's chamber. I know we haven't met, but I was searching through my grassroots looking for the source of my anger. Couldn't tap into the nutrients in my own well. Blocking your fourth chakra is painful. Yet painless, I build walls like bank vaults with armed guards that won't even let me inside, so I rise. Eternal Namtu, mover of life force, protect of everything divine, and that's masculine and feminine. Let vibrations that beneath the nerves submerge me in waters until we become one. I'm a shot of dopamine with the tongue. And I didn't even move yet. I'm just setting intentions on spaces, and between spaces you know you love to get in the groove with. I am consistency, momentum, and movement. My order's crystalline and structured. And not that distilled bullshit. We're here to restore order, merge timelines and reality. Thank you for eating clean the genes of our offspring, clean up this whole galaxy. I've been in lines with my soul ties. Takes 7 years to break that bond. New timelines, new bloodlines, 13 signs. Peace, goddess. Go to sleep. I'll stay awake for you. I know I'm running late, but I was just mastering time and space for you. Dance with the dragon.